What's up guys, welcome back to HP Fashion. If you're new here, my name is Zach Foss and today we're going over 5 things that guys shouldn't do, especially after a breakup. Breakups suck, you guys. Trust me, your boy knows. I've been through a couple of breakups where girls have ended it with me, except the last girl I dated before my current girlfriend now. I definitely broke up with her, but that's besides the point. And there are some things that a lot of guys should certainly do, to help themselves, to improve themselves, especially after a girl dumps them. But for today's video, I am going over a few of the things that we as guys should totally avoid, especially after we're going through a breakup. There are just some things that I've noticed a lot of guys do when they're being dumped, or they're going through the process of being dumped, and they're taking a lot of actions, they're doing a lot of things that ultimately at the end of the day is going to be looking bad on them, their character, and in the long term they'll regret it, even if some of those things might feel good now. But let's go ahead and dive right into this, starting with the first one, and that's talking trash about her on social media. Trust me dude, I get it. She devastated your heart. Not only that, she is now instantly with another guy named Ryan, and not only that, you're putting 2 and 2 together and you realize that she's been with Ryan long before she officially broke up with you, and now you're pissed. But the last thing I want you to do is to hit up Instagram, hit up Twitter, and then just talk some serious trash about her. You're exposing her and all of her mess underneath the rug, and you're just putting it out in the general public. Not only that, you're tagging her in all of these posts. That is the one thing that's going to instantly kill the merit of your character and make you look bad, despite the fact that you may as well have been the victim throughout this entire breakup. The best thing that you can do is just take the high road and just not post anything about the breakup on social media, or if you feel like you have the need to talk about it, then just detach from social media altogether and just take a little bit of a hiatus. The last thing that I want you guys to do is to tarnish whatever reputation that you have amongst your mutual friends, against her family members, and I want you to remain the gentleman that you are. There's no need to go online and just to bash this girl and maybe even say some over-exaggerated things that just aren't necessarily true, but it's just how you're feeling at the time. I guarantee you, if you just take a minute to just kind of detach emotionally, if you can, from the situation, I guarantee you, you won't feel that urge to hop on Twitter and just expose all of her skeletons in her closet. Number 2, spend time alone. Now, in my opinion, this is probably the worst thing that you can do after a breakup. I know that when we just go through it, we just don't want to have any sort of interaction with anybody else. However, just due to the research that I have done, whether it's just examining my past actions or just any other actions that from other guys, I've been able to notice that they actually lead into other things that I'm actually going to cover later in the video. But the thing that you want to do is to hit up your boys and just hang out with them. Try to make an effort to spend more time with them, see what they have going on in their lives, see if there's any way that you can be of value, be of help to them. If they need anything, they're going through something, just to make sure that you're keeping yourself busy and you're surrounding yourself with good people that are going to help you emotionally throughout this horrible train wreck that you're going through right now. Which actually does roll me into number 3, and that's do anything reckless. Now, I know it's with a lot of guys, not all guys do this, but with a lot of guys, whenever they go through a breakup, a girl dumps them, they tend to lash out, and they tend to do some stupid, extreme things that they normally wouldn't do on a day-to-day basis. We as guys, we do a lot of stupid and questionable stuff on a daily basis, sure. That's why women tend to live longer than us. But however, when we do go through a little bit of emotional trauma, we do tend to just act on those emotions, which is something we don't typically do, but we do lash out, whether it's against others or ourselves, and we do something that at the end of the day we'll end up regretting. And that's anything ranging from driving your car at a really fast speed because it feels good at the time to get that aggression out, or you're just doing some very questionable things with some very questionable people, and at the end of the day it can end you either in jail or worse, possibly in your grave. Which again rolls me into the next tip, number 4, and that's doing a lot of drugs and consuming a lot of alcohol. Guys, these are just things that are going to make you feel good. Yes, at the time, it feels great to get high. It feels great to get buzzed out of your mind, but believe me, these are just some feel good things that are going to be very short term. And the next day or the next week, the next month, after you're just binging a lot of this bad stuff that you know you shouldn't be doing, you're gonna feel like crap at the end of the day. Or even worse, you might pick up an addiction that is gonna take months or years to even crack. And it's one of those things that I see a lot of guys fall into that pit hole and they're still trying to claw their way out, which is something I want you guys to avoid. If you want to have that sense of dopamine, you want to do something that's going to actually help you in life. Do something that's going to help your self-improvement, whether that's picking up a book, going to the gym more consistently, or even following my other previous tips. Hang out with your friends, the friends that you know is going to help you get through this, or just do something you've never done before, but you know that's going to be very beneficial for your well-being, for your mental health, for your physical health. And I guarantee you, you're going to have that feel-good emotion all the time and just for a longer period of time versus just getting high and getting drunk like 4 or 5 times a week. And number 5, the last thing that I want you guys to do is to get back together with your ex, at least right away. What I mean by this is that you know there are a lot of people who just break up and get back together and just rinse and repeat over and over again. But in my opinion, those are actually the worst type of relationships to be in because there's no lesson learned. There's no substantial growth between the two of them, and they're just going to be continuing the cycle for months and months on until finally they explode and there's just no way to redeem themselves whatsoever. What I want you guys to do, if you feel like you still have a shot with your ex, if you feel like there's some things that you can change about yourself, then yes, I would ask her maybe just one day, a little bit of time after the breakup, figure out why she wanted to break up with you and what are some things that she felt like you could have done differently. Then I will reflect on that, and then at the same time, I would work on improving yourself just for the sake of you, for your self-worth and how you view yourself. And then I would say maybe a few months down the line when you feel like you've grown up a bit and in a perfect world, she has taken some time to figure out maybe some of her shortcomings in the relationship, you guys can get back together and start working on a bit of your problems. And then things will start working like, you know, maybe you guys didn't have any problems, or you just view this as a little bit of a bump in the road in your relationship. But guys, that's all the tips that I have for you today. What are some suggestions that you would give other guys that are going through a breakup that I may have missed for this video? Let me know in the comment sections below. I'll be in discussion with you guys over the next couple hours after I drop this video. But if you did like this video and you learned something from it, give this video a big thumbs up. I did a lot of research when it comes to the YouTube algorithm, guys, so the more and more you guys like these videos, the more and more they'll be suggested to other people's feed and the recommendation list, you know, towards the side or on the bottom if you're looking at this on your phone. So guys, it really would help us out if you did hit that like button, if you did learn at least one thing in this video, and if you are just a returning viewer of the channel, I would suggest you consider subscribing because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2019. I know it's something that this community can achieve. This is an awesome group of individuals I am leading, that I am teaching, and I honestly love you guys to a extreme fault. These videos give me so much fulfillment, just trying to talk to you guys, connect with you guys, and help you guys, and at the same time help myself become more better guys out there in the world. But again, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I have a really big surprise giveaway that I'm going to be announcing on my Instagram at Mr. HB Fashion very soon, so go follow me there to stay tuned on that, and I'll see you next time.